This is cool. You know how artificial intelligence can use cameras and motion capture sensors to make recordings? Well, look at this. It tracks me as I move around. Now I'm going to pass over to the next person. Come on in. Isn't that so interesting? Hello. I'm just resting here, enjoying my time in the sun, catching up on some very much needed vitamin D. This week we've been learning about deaf studies, and soon it will be our turn to give back. We'll be giving a presentation about our country, Australia, to an audience full of Gallaudet students. We'll be sharing some of the stats about the deaf community and a bit about our culture. Our presentation is on this coming Thursday. How exciting! These are my leftover lollies from Halloween last week. It's now week 3 and I'm just reflecting on what I've enjoyed the most about this week. I think it's that many of our lecturers have been deaf and almost all have a PhD, which is just astonishing to me. Also, I went to the Gallaudet post office and all the staff here are deaf, which meant all of our communication took place in sign. It was fantastic and truly accessible. And last week we had a lecture about gesture systems in different sign languages, and we looked at depicting signs from around the world. One from China really stood out to me. In Australia, to depict a four-legged animal in motion, we can use a two-handed bent V hand shape. But in China, they use a four-hand shape and touch each finger in turn to show the same thing. We've spent the last 3 weeks here at Gallaudet University meeting and getting the chance to chat with so many students. The Deaf Studies class was great. We got to learn about the deaf experience in various countries. Our thinking was challenged through these conversations, and it was just great. I feel so much more confident and empowered by those discussions. At the same time, we got to experience Halloween, and it was a genuinely American cultural experience, so different to what we're used to in Australian culture. I've enjoyed my time here at Gallaudet, but also I'm keen to get back to Australia and get back into the swing of everyday life. On the weekend, there was a theatre performance here at Gallaudet, so I thought I'd check it out. I don't normally go to something like this in Australia, so it was a very different experience. Projected onto a screen in the background was the old movie, The Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was playing with the captions turned on. But on stage, in front of the screen, actors were performing a shadow production of the movie in ASL. The characters on stage were dressed the same as in the movie, and they acted out the scenes. It was really different and a lot of fun. They really put a lot of work into getting it right, and I loved it. Hi there, this is week 3, day 2. Wow, I learned a lot today. This morning, we saw a presentation on deafhood and why it's important to understand our own sense of self and our identities as deaf people in order to strengthen and encourage future generations of deaf people. There were some really powerful learnings. We got to observe an interpreting class and see how they prompt and support each other as teams. That was really interesting, and it looked very similar to how interpreting teams and interpreter training occurs in Australia. It was nice to see. Tomorrow we're going to visit a deaf school. I just love to see deaf children signing. This is a rare opportunity, and I'm really excited. This morning, we're going to have our final cafeteria breakfast. I will not miss this, but we will be flying home soon. I'm so excited. My favourite thing that we've experienced here at Gallaudet is all of the workshops that we've been to and learning about their experiences. seeing the technology that they're using, and to see all the things that are available here that Australia doesn't have yet. For example, they're using neuroscience to understand more about where the language happens in the brain. It's marvelous. Yesterday, we went to an AI workshop and learned how they're using motion capture videos to create language models that in the future will enable someone to sign and automatically have it captioned into English. I can't wait to see that technology roll out soon, and I hope that they bring it to Australia. My favourite thing at Gallaudet, our amazing teacher who was able to alter the way she was signing to make sure all students were included. There was a mixture of international sign and ASL, and it was adjusted as needed. I also love that there's a pool here. I've been swimming every second day, which has really kept me energized. And I enjoyed the learning. Wait, no, I changed my mind. I loved being immersed in the world full of sign language. Everyone here can sign. I don't have to be on edge, ready to meet someone and wonder how we'll communicate. Here, you can safely assume everyone can sign. The experience here at Gallaudet has been great. My favourite thing has been meeting all the different teachers and lecturers from different faculties like science, English, and a host more. It's been just great to be able to talk to them about their field of expertise and learn about their different paths to academia. Some of them studied initially at other universities and then came to Gallaudet to share the knowledge with the students. That was so invaluable. I've really enjoyed my time here. Thank you to Gallaudet for giving us a place to stay when we are here. And thank you to Deaf Connect for sponsoring the four of us to have the chance to be here. And now it's time to go on the long journey home. See you.